watching the video. I'm going to be explaining why or how I suggest possessors should actually add the cannery into either like the White Springs or a few other free locations we can actually travel to, like Foundation, the Raiders, and so forth. I wouldn't be surprised if they do add it to the Raiders, so you should revise it again. So it looks like the steaming cooker to the right might be looking like they made it from a uh, moonshine jug. So something like that. But either way, I'm gonna be speaking how it normally looks and how you can get boosts like because pretty much it's canned goods we can actually keep on us and it can actually come in handy when you're in raids. So all you gotta do is go into your stash, open a quick can of food, and boom, you got a special ability with it. Even some bonus XP. So if you're doing this for say the next season, you can actually have some canned goods preset so you can actually store in your stash and have some extra XP boost without having that time limit. Like Cranberry Relish, which I kind of hope they actually bring back in and put it into the cannery again, like it should have been. I actually found one of the recipes before it came out during let's see, the cannery was a reward in the fishing fusion season, and I haven't seen it come back since. So I know a few new players and friends are still struggling or actually hoping we actually get it. And with that, I'm going to actually get into the video and show you how some of the recipes change and so forth. Okay, I'm in the Cannery Station option menu, and the first thing I'm going to talk about is what is it to actually start canning, and you need this clean can. Now, yes, it does take 2 aluminum, 2 asphalate, and 3 copper, and lastly 3 steel. That's actually quite easily to acquire besides the aluminum, as you can see in my how much I have in my stash or my junk box. So onto the recipes we actually get with the canned foods. Now a lot of these, the pretty much the same. Only the difference I'm going to be doing is showing what it is as normal as I have for my player right now. I took off all my mutations off. I'll preset each one with the herbivore and carnivore later in a second here. And I'll have that in chapters in the video. So you can just jump to which section will be better, or you can just look at the description. And I should have everything preset so you can see what you're getting into. And you just got to keep on in that bottom area there that tells you all the information you need about each canned recipe. And I know there's actually a few I would say you want to grab your hands on. I do sell these at my camp vending machine, and yes, they might be a little bit high price, but normally only highest price I would put them as is about 500 caps. So I'll show you what I have them priced as at the end of the video. Now we have aged Warlock Queen steak. I didn't really realize we can make that into a steak, but still, it gives you 3 endurance for 1 hour. We got Austin Possum Bacon, which actually on the what is it, the Carnivore Wheel sometimes spawns Austin Possum Bacon. So that's an instant. I can grab that and I actually get +2 luck for 30 minutes. Honestly, that comes in handy when you're using the ricochet effect on your barrel in the raids, and that's only say +2 for standard. I believe it should be +4 on carnivore. We have corn soup with the +3 AP regen, fish chowder, and I don't really see the fish chowder made because it takes a great deal of ingredients just to make it, and yet it's only about what 20 HP. And that's nothing really special. Glowing fungus puree, 35 energy resist for 1 hour. Then we got our usual glowing fungus soup, 20 rad resist for 30 minutes. Grout soup, +2 preservation, or yeah, for 30 minutes. Grilled fish, believe it or not, you can actually can it, and it time to time it still does the same effect. I'm still seeing a few bugs with it as a canned item. So 1 and 2 cans, I usually see the canned goldfish still does its special effect. Not all the time, but it still does it. This one is a good one because it does bonus for a herbivore, but also can you still use it as standard. So Gut Shroom Soup does +5 bonus XP for 30 minutes. It's the second best item besides Cranberry Relish, and you don't have to worry about it expiring. You just hold on to if you're done with the like you're boosting up your experience for the season, or you can just save it for your next season, or even just doing the raids. Either way, it's a nice little item, but kind of hard to get a hold of. Megasloth's Mushroom Soup, uh, plus 50 crit damage for 30 minutes. It's the next best thing to the Yogi steak, I believe. So that's one item you can actually use for either standard or better yet for herbivore. Mirelurk Queen Steak, +2 endurance, 30 minutes. Poached Angler, +20 maximum AP. Radscorpion Steak, +25 energy resist. Ribeye Steak, +20 carry weight. And I believe that's also one item to get either from the Deathclaw Steak um, resource station or one the critter. I have to relook at mine. I know I have it with my gold character and I just constantly make them. Stingwing Stew, +3 possession, which actually comes in handy for ghouls because they have such horrible aim. Swamp Tofu Soup. A quarter of health regen for 1 hour. Sweet Potato Stew. Same thing as before, just a little bit easier to craft. I will actually go with this one more because this one, I only see the ingredients in the mire, where the Sweet Potato Stew, I can just grow most of the ingredients at my camp. Tasty Squirrel Stew. This one is more for a carnivore than anything else, and quite honestly, you get more from it for being a carnivore because you get double the XP bonus and you can can it. So, yes, that's an hour, and the Gut Shroom is 30 minutes. So I feel they need to redo a few things because the tasty Squirrel Stew is actually easier to come by than for, say, you're going for the Gut Shroom Soup. Then lastly, we have the Vegetable Melody Soup. 20% disease resist for 1 hour. So say you're going to an area that has heavy diseased enemies, which actually I see a lot of it during stage 4 of the raids lately, and I might be crafting a few more of these canned soups for when I go down there. So I'm less likely to get diseases. So with that, next we have Herbivore. Okay, now I'm preset to Herbivore, so I'll go straight into it as I have the mutation for it. So one of the main things we'll see is the canned soup, corn soup, I should say, and you get 24 HP and AP regen of 6, and that goes for about 30 minutes for the AP regen. And we have the glowing fungus pure. I haven't really seen this as a cooked item too often. I'm only did with the soup like below, but it looks like it gives us a +70 energy resist with plus AP of 120. That's how my character is set. It might change as your endurance might be higher or lower. So this is just how it looks for my character. So yours will change, and it looks like it'll be like a 4.80% plus for 25 seconds. Not too much for a short bit of time. Quite honestly, that should be extended for maybe a minute. Now we have the fungus soup. Now you get a plus 40 rad resist for 30 minutes. And you might get some HP back. I'm not really looking too forward to the HP bonuses. I'll still say them, but they're actually such a short amount of time they actually help repair you that I'm mainly going to be talking about like the rat resist, energy risk, and so forth. And there's a few good herbivore soups in here that actually can make and store for later. And mainly because this gut shroom soup is so hard to get, but you get a 10% bonus HP for 30 minutes. It's one of the ones I actually go for because it was supposed. Let's see. Right after the Gleaming Devs dropped, I got to get so many of these gut shrooms, mainly around cultists, Mothman, owls, totems, and now I don't see them spawning anymore. I can only get that in one particular location, and I'll explain that at the end of the video, where I usually get them if you're a herbivore and so forth. Then we get the Megasloth mushroom soup. Now this one is actually kind of good. It's just like the bear's steak, but for herbivores, where you get 100% crit damage. So if you're thinking, oh, I gotta go with a carnivore style, no, you don't. You can go with the Megasol soup, store and actually do the same effect. Now, Swamp Tofu soup, it's more of a health regen than anything else. Yes, you'll get more for restoring your HP, but it's more for restoring your health regen, say for a whole hour if you're dealing with a guardian and having issues restoring your health. 3. Sweet potato stew. It's a health regen for a whole hour just like the previous one, but I believe it's a little bit easier because I always have a hard time getting swamp soup. And then the last one for herbivores is vegetable melody soup. It actually protects you from diseases for 20% for 1 hour. So it's not too bad. So I would say this is everything I can say about for herbivores. And that location I was talking about before, you can like get that Groom Shroom, is actually in the Barrel South, in the tunnel system, in the sewer system, I should say. So you go in there, and I think there's about 7 or 9 per server, and that's it. It doesn't matter if you're like a team player. I believe it's only for like a shared server area. Last time I checked in the last update. So yeah. Up next is Carnivore. Okay, I now have the Carnivore mutation. I'll just show you. And I had to reset my playthrough because for some reason right now it's still showing Herbivore options and effects. So I'm not sure if this is a bug or anything, but it seems like some of the Herbivore food items like canned corn soup should be all zeros. I'm not sure why, but it's saying I can actually get bonuses from this type of food when I shouldn't be. So I'm just going to record this as if these don't really matter, and only the meat ones like awesome possum bacon do, because I'm getting +4 luck, which is actually quite good for someone who's trying to, let's say, use Ricochet. So we have aged Moloch's Queen Steak, which is a +6 to endurance. Awesome possum bacon, +4. Fish chowder, it's mainly for food as we healing yourself. Glowing fungus pure, actually that's a skip. I have to make sure I don't say what is and isn't. So we have the gourd fish. Now that's double, so I'm assuming that should be double the effect. Morlock queen steak, +4 endurance. Poached angler, 40 max AP for 30 minutes. Radscorpion steak, +50 energy resistant. Ribeye steak, +40 carry weight It's the same as the Deathclaw. Stingwing Stew, plus 6 persuasion. Really good for ghouls. So if they're playing like with a Carnivore plus Campbell, this is the type of food they want to actually keep a hold of for the stomach. And then Tasty School Stew, plus 20 XP bonus for an hour. With this particular glitch going on right now, and if you're all playing as a carnivore, I would highly suggest you grab as many Tasty School stews and the Gut Shroom soup, because then that'll be giving you about 25% bonus XP for an hour or half an hour. And then you just have to get another can of Gut Shroom soup for the other half. And then you just be walking it, getting 25% more XP for that hour. Now, like I just said, you have to get 2 of these for one uh, Tasty School stew. So I'm not sure why. I'm guessing it might be because this is not updated correctly, as I usually play as a herbivore on this character. And I'm guessing that's a particular glitch. Let me check if that goes back to normal. Add back my stretch jeans, that way I don't accidentally take them off. There we go. Hmm. Okay, I'm just going to do a few mutations. Okay. And I believe it's only 4 mutations you need to get that 50% more bonus damage for that one store legendary. Let's see here, make sure we have in the effects, because of stretch genes and so forth. Bonus veggies, okay. Yeah, there's a glitch going on. Okay. So, okay. Pretty much anything I said as when it was normal, it should have been doubled. Yeah, it was double showing, it just shouldn't be letting me having both of them if I'm jumping in between the two. So, since I'm in private, that might be one of the reasons why this glitch is showing up. It might not be happening in public wall, but hey, I'm just trying to show why we need the cannery for new players and why it should be added into, say, the White Springs, New Gourd. Heck, even the Rusty Pig could have a cannery if you just switch out the distillery. I mean, this foundation, and if they have so many fishing recipes, I would actually rather be in the Fisherman's Rest too. And there's also the Crater. Let's not forget them. Okay, and before I forget and so forth, let's go over here to my foods. And as you can see, I have a few other foods here for either 5 caps, 50 caps, and the most expensive one, which of course is for a good reason, because it gives you XP bonuses, which is the Gut Shroom soup and the Tasty Squirrel stew, which actually I should probably increase that price to double that because it gives you even more XP for a longer time. So I might put like say 5 more cans to 1,000 caps, but Hey, it's actually an XP bonus, and I know people buy these come next season so they can actually get a food buff. Because you can only have, I think, one medication buff, but you can have as many food buffs as you can um, jam down. So these are my prices right now. The XP ones will go up come next season. So if you do stop by my camps, usually right now south of the Gleaming Depths or just north or south of the Comedy Park. One of these two spots I'm going to be at. So with that, besides my little glitch I had, I hope this is helpful for new players and maybe some returning players that, hey, keep an eye out on a few players that might have been there for a while. You might actually find a cannery station to make food. So with that, thank you for watching the video and have a nice day.